Good evening. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society nap time day, 87YM. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of radio enthusiasts, ham radio enthusiasts, that is, that take to the airways with fast scan television. We transmit on 70 centimeters. We have a crossband repeater located up on Cougar Mountain, and it spits out images at 1.2 gigahertz. Again, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society on the 08 repeater. Taking check-ins, we already have WW7M checked in. Does anybody else like to join us this evening? I know we have a lot of members that are out doing some other events. It's a beautiful sunshiny day. So that may be a limited net. So let's start off with James, WW7M.
Good evening, Dave. Well, if it's just you and I, let me just do some video tests here. I had actually 4 or 5 things about my be of interest to the group. I got a video signal going again. So I'll pause on the audio so I can do video and you can tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
Well, let's try again here for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Does anybody else like to check in this evening? And not hearing anyone there. Wow, Mike ham test today. Developed and managed to score a few things. So it's nice to have a bunch of stuff at your disposal that you don't need, that you really don't want, but end up buying what you said. So anyway, I did find some needed things and some unneeded things that happened there. So anyway, so much for me. Let's go back to James, WW7N. WW7M, your audio is probably about 60%. Don't know what's happening there.
Oh, my audio is about 60%, did you say?
Your audio quality is about 60% full quieted.
Well, I'll have to look around here and see what's doing that. Let me see if I can get a video signal up here.
I saw a little flash at 1.2 gig, but it wasn't the greatest. I'm still kind of blind till I move my antenna around.
Got a beautiful day for it.
Yeah, and that sounds like 217.8 there.
I'm here. What time do you leave? What time do you leave for home? You home?
I got there, out of there about 1 o'clock, so here and there.
I see. Well, James
is up on the live side right now, and I've got it on the, we'll let him have at it there.
WW7ATS picture up there.
No better audio there.
For some reason your audio is compromised this evening, but your picture does look good.
Okay, well, let me turn it back to you. What I was showing was a picture of a circuit breaker with a hole for it. I thought that might be of interest to the group here. WW7ATS, back to that.
Wow, a smoky circuit breaker. Did that have any smells to it when it went?
Dave, it was really kind of scary. The circuit breaker flipped a couple weeks ago. I was able to reset it, but then it just didn't feel right. You know, it has a nice positive click. It didn't have that. So I went and bought a new circuit breaker, bought the wrong one, and then went back. Of course, all home projects require at least 2 Home Depot trips. I think that's state law. And so I got the right circuit breaker, and when I pulled that old one out, I noticed the hole was burned in it, and also it no longer had any clicking at all. It was just kind of free floating, so I guess the little breaker gave its life to turn the power off. I have no idea what caused that breaker to fail, which is kind of spooky. I've been living here 25 years. I've never had a breaker fail like that. I am pulling a lot on this one leg of the circuit, but not anything close to 20 amps. But I'm still investigating. So anyway, I've got a transmitter and some battery charging and a little heater, which is the biggest power hog of all, I'm sure. So I don't know what caused it to actually get a hole burned in it, but that was spooky. WW7N, back to that.
W7N, well, your audio quality on the 08 machine improved. I'd say you have about 75% full quieting now, so a little static in the background. So let's go on to Gary. P7, HYB.
Good evening, all. Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo on frequency with W7N and KD7ZYM. I assume that we've got a limited turnout tonight, judging from the quick turnaround here. Just to kind of fill you in on boy, the latency is not bad tonight. Wow, looking pretty good. Had breakfast this morning with some of the guys that were connected with the Tacoma repeaters, and talked to them a little bit about what might be going on. And unfortunately, one of my goals today was to try and visit the repeater and the site. Let me put something on the call sign. Oh, that didn't work out. Turn the video off there. Oh, I don't have no video on it, actually. There. Okay. Now I got video on there. Get a little more. Let me drop it there. Had breakfast with some of the Tacoma people that are connected with the repeaters down there, and talked about the location of the equipment and a little bit about the condition. Had a discussion with Scott, who apparently is the person who has the access to it, and talked about didn't talk a whole lot about what we can do with it, which you really don't have any idea what it looks like right now. I wanted to get down there and do a survey on it, say take pictures and stuff like that. That didn't happen. Scott had something else going. He wasn't going to stay for the Amfest. He had something else going and couldn't accommodate me today. So anyway, that's going to be put off until another date. He's supposed to I give him my business card and have him give me a call. Let me drop it here. Okay, there's the courtesy beep. So anyway, the picture isn't too good. I don't have the overhead lights on. It'll probably be better next time I go around. So it's kind of stalled at this point. He said he would take some pictures of the device, of the product for me, and email me the coordinates so we can give an idea of where it's at. Apparently it can be operated from there, from the indication that I've got so far. And that's about it. There's a couple other things there. I had a chat with Rich, the fellow that was with us at the meeting last Saturday. Talked with him for a while, and I'll cover that on the next go-round. Back to you, Dave. KD7ZYM, K7HYB.
Thanks for that, Gary. Again, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. Anybody else like to check in? Well, it'd be a little bit on the quiet side tonight. I ran into W1KLG at the swap meet. He's in transition of possibly moving down to California, and he had pulled his APC gear off the air, and he was selling it at Puyallup, and he did get a ticker on his transmitter, and so I guess stay tuned. We may have somebody contacting us soon about running on that. That's the transmitter that he sold, putting out 17 watts. That was a rebuild by Lee instead of KC, and brought up to factory spec. So, very good transmitter. And went for $200, so it's a pretty good price. So that's what's happening there. So let's move back up to the top again to James, WW7N, and maybe we'll cut a little bit short this evening. We'll see how long it goes here.
Okay, Dave, well, I just wanted to show you something here. See it there, you can see that I have a rather precariously mounted 1.2, which seems to work best horizontally polarized at 45 degrees. And there is the monitor. And this monitor works and does not seem to interfere with 2 meters. Okay, well, I have things falling all over the place here, so maybe we should cut it short tonight. Let me just try one more time to see if I can get a little better picture of the circuit breaker. It's a black object, so it certainly doesn't seem to film very well. I guess you can kind of make out the fact that there's a large black hole burning on top of it. See that it is, in fact, a circuit breaker. But wow, that is a real lighting challenge. I'll have to work on that. Is everybody else getting this weird squelch tail again tonight, or is that just me?
Primitive, being worked on by Rich, KF7CJI, had been up to the site, and he thought he had tweaked the squelch. But it's one of those things, you know, when you leave, it's a little bit outside. So as soon as he gets back up there, I'm sure he'll readjust that.
Okay, thank you, Dave. No criticism, comment intended. I just kind of figured out why equipment. Get something working that's going to be stopped. But you can see in addition to this large work right there, and also a little melting spot there, so maybe connecting that cut off the top of it. See what
idea?
Well, I don't know if you can, but it is. You read General Electric on there?
Wow, that 12 sound is covering you about 50% of the time.
Oh, well, I mean, when the good weather comes here, I'm going to do some reorganizing. I think I'm on the mission operating a quasi-portable situation here, and I don't honestly know if everything is kind of rigged up here, what is causing the system wasn't working, something else stopped working. It's almost like setting up after the hurricane. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we'll make it through this round and then make it an option if you want to go another one.
Good.
And this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the OA's repeater. I'm Dave, K7ZYM. So let's go to K7HYB. Gary.
K7ZYM and the group K7HYB. Yeah, to finish my discussion on my meetup with with Rich today, we talked about a number of issues, including the movement of the relocation of the equipment at Cougar Mountain, and several other issues. So I had a nice chat with him at the cafeteria there, and part of the day with my son Scott. He's, boy, what am I doing here? What's going on? I've lost my picture. Let me try that one there. Apparently we found out light. Let me give you the full mugshot. Maybe that'll help. Jim, that does look like a nasty hole there. It looks like the breaker failed and blew a hole right through the side of it. I've seen that happen before. I saw it happen on a ship one time. A ship that I was working on, but it was a whole lot heavier, certainly bigger than that. It was about a 50 ampere, and it just blew up. So it was a nasty arc. So anyway, to get back on track here, let me drop it here. I too had a chance to visit with Ken. It was nice to see him. We talked for about 10-15 minutes up there on his table. He was busy, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time with him. Yeah, there's somebody there helping him out that was taking care of that. I guess he sold something, and he sold quite a number of things that of his gear. He also had a down converter there too. 1.2 gauge down converter. Matter of fact, I almost bought it, but I really don't need it. I've got two already. So one tunable and one crystal, which I'm currently using on the 1.2 gauge side here on the shack. So, but I'll fill the group in on a few more of the details. Apparently, Rick's going to talk to have a conversation with Scott. Well, I dropped the damn thing again. What's going on here? I got the gain. Yeah, I got the gain turned all the way up. But he's going to have some conversations about what is going on, what's going on as far as the move is concerned, and hopefully it goes as well as Rod thinks it will. I don't have, as the old saying goes, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong, and that can happen. I did see some, hey Dave, really quick, real quick question. Do you happen to know what type of cable we're going to need, or cable that we have that we're going to extend the antennas with? I saw some LMR, I think it was half-inch connectors there today, and I almost bought them at $20 a piece, but I wasn't sure what kind of cable we're going to run.
Yeah, I saw the connectors there myself. There were several different places that had them for sale, but I'm not sure. I think we have the solid core cable connector, and the center connector is solid as opposed to braided, and it has to have something that clamps on the outside of it instead of pushes down through the center of it.
Yeah. Well, you know, having bought those for Uncle Sam on a number of occasions, I know what those suckers can go for, and that was a pretty fair price. As I remember, the one place I looked at, they were $20 a piece, and the guy had about a half a dozen of them. But they weren't 7/8. I don't believe they were 7/8. They were meant for half-inch. It looked to me like they were meant for half-inch non-corrugated hard line. So that's what I came across. Also, I wanted to share, before I forget about it, I want to share a observation that I made here at my shop. Hold on. Let me drop it a second. The observation I made was that I have to have a floodlight out of my driveway here that has LED bulbs in it. And every night when the controller turns those LED lights on, the noise threshold on 2 meters goes up by about 10 dB. It's really distracting. In fact, I've got the squelch set so tight here on the handy-talkie that it takes quite a bit of signal to get through that noise. Now, whether it's the controller or the lamps that are causing the problem, I haven't determined that yet. But it was just an observation that I thought I would pass along. I know we were talking about possibly using LEDs in the building when we move. So, anyway, we're moving ahead. I guess we'll take it one step at a time. Back to you, Dave. KD7ZYM, K7HYB.
K7HYB, this is KD7ZYM. I managed to call ARRL Engineering Department and inquired about an LED light. And they said at this point they had no problem. And nobody had reported any problem. So it sounds like you're the first to report a problem. Their theory on everything was the LEDs were not creating a problem, but the compact fluorescent bulbs would. So that's what I found out. And again, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, NSD. Is there anybody else who would like to check in? Well, hearing none, let's go for a round of 73 and let's skedaddle out of here this evening. So let's go to James, WW7ATS.
Okay, Dave, final audio check. How's my audio now? Is it any better?
Well, it's 100% quieting. I don't know what you changed or what happened, but all of a sudden I'm getting video at 1.2 and probably about a P3 picture.
Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, the only thing I changed is kind of how my coax cable was here. So apparently, I've got a little signal.
Well, as soon as we said it's fantastic, it got noisy again, so I don't know what's happening.
And it was?
Yeah, you had a really nice audio signal coming through, and then as you were talking about 5 seconds into it, it got noisy again, like the squelch circuit had opened up and was covering you about 10% of the signal strength.
And count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm coming back up here to where I was before, and I bet you there was
Wow, that overriding, I think it's squelch. Anyway, you've dropped down in clarity.
Yeah, well, I'm on a signal and antenna situation here, a power situation, probably the edge of what would be considered a communication. And then I've just got wires all over the place, including 110 volts. So that's probably all contributing together. Anyway, thank you very much for both joining the net tonight. I look forward to hearing from everybody maybe on Wednesday or next Saturday on what they did at the swap meet. I was not able to get there. So thank you both for joining the net tonight. This is the WW7ATS.
Thanks for joining the net this evening, James, WU7N. Let's go down to Gary, K7HYB.
WU7N and K7ZYM, K7HYB. Well, Jim, you've got a wonderful picture tonight. It's really looking solid. Dave, just to give you a little feedback here on your picture quality, the path on my side, at least over here, from on the live side, has gotten better as the evening has gone on. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Of course, I don't ever get a great picture out here, but I do. This is definitely better. On the light side, I can also almost make out my features on my face, and I see a little color on the streaming. So maybe it's a combination of the 440 path going in and the 1.2 gig, and I can just barely make out the call sign down in the lower right-hand corner. Yeah, well, I just on the lights, that was an observation. I remember you were talking about that at the last net. And it was just an observation I made, and as it turns out, the LED bulbs that I'm using are only about 5 feet from where the antenna for my 706 is at. Now the antenna for the Henry-Talkie that I'm talking to you on right now is about 50 feet away, and I don't hear anything on that. So, and it could very well be the solar cell that's causing all of that problem. That might be the issue in this case. And thanks for that feedback. Anyway, yeah, oh, by the way, Dave, did you see Rochester Jim today?
Negative. I didn't see him. Was he there?
Well, he talked like he was coming up, and I just wondered if maybe I missed him or something. I was all over the place. Visiting with my son, and of course I sat down and talked with Rich for about a half an hour at the snack bar there. And then I visited with you a little bit too. So anyway, I was kind of busy. And I got a phone ring in the background. I'm going to pull the plug and say 73s to everybody. We'll do it again on Wednesday. And maybe we can get together. I thought maybe Ken might stick his head in and say hello, but he's maybe recovering from his long day at the swap test. Back to you, Dave. 73's K7HYB. Back to you, KD7ZYM.
WW7HYB, this is Dave, KB7CYN, the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Going to terminate a little bit on the early side tonight. I'd like to thank the owners and operators of the 08 machine. It lets us use it for our voice channel for our television picture transmission. And CPAC repeater crew allows us to schedule in on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. Good weather has taken a lot of members out having some family events to do this evening. Somebody's off to a rock show. I know another person went to a theater performance. Another person has got some gaming buddies he likes to get together with. Anyway, hopefully you'll see the whole group back this coming Wednesday. So for that, I'm going to sign off. This is Dave, KB7CYN, on behalf of the Western Washington Amateur Television Center. Good evening all.
This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo on frequency monitoring both video and audio.
And this is KS90 Kilo Sierra 9 Oscar. Do you copy?
QSL, K7H4B.
No, can you come back with your call sign?
Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, K7HYB. Say again yours, please.
HYB, this is KS90 Kilo Sierra 9 Oscar.
Kilo Sierra 9 Oscar, K7HYB. And here's Gary, Papa Romeo Yankee. And I just wrapped up the Amateur Television Society net, which meets on this frequency between 8 and 9 o'clock on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And we had a low turnout tonight, so we decided to pull the plug on the net earlier. Can I be of help to you? And what's your handle, please?
Tango. I recently became...
Okay. I think you've got the wrong PL. Are you copying me there?
And, I've been watching the live stream, and it looks really fascinating. Like, where... are sending out through the repeater. I'm just so new to this, I don't know if it's something where I just need...
KS9 Oscar, K7HYB. Are you copying me? Yeah, I was just completely off.
Are you still copying me?
Yeah, KS9 Oscar, K7HYB. Check your PL. I think you got the wrong PL. KS9 Oscar, KS9 Oscar, K7HYB. Your PL, I think, should be 103.5.
This is WW7N. I don't think that's right, is it, Gary?
Well, it's either that or 110.9. I guess I can give that out now that we don't have Mike on on that frequency, constantly monitoring that.
Yeah, Gary, I go for choice B, and there was some cutting in and out. I think, I don't know if someone else was transmitting on top of him or if Wells was getting him too tonight, but he was cutting in and out if you can hear me.
Yeah, you're really bad tonight. For some reason or another, Jim, I don't quite understand what's going on. I've never heard you that bad.
Power cables here, I really got to, I guess they clean up and reorganize and get things isolated, set up, and I think a lot of things will improve here. If the gentleman that was asking questions earlier is still on the channel, we'd like to hear from you again.
Well, I don't know exactly what's going on unless he's on the real fringe there, but, you know, it's not like you. You're fading in and out. Your signal quality goes from solid copy to almost totally in the mud at any time at any part of the transmission. There seems to bounce up and down. The other fellow there, he was solid, and I don't quite understand unless he has got the wrong PL on there. Anyhow, let's try you again there. KS9 Oscar Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo. How do you copy now?
Yeah, hi Gary. Is this coming through better? I think I did have the wrong field. Is this coming through?
Yeah, you're Q5 now, and that seems to work. I heard a little loud in the background. Is there somebody breaking in K7HYB? Okay, hearing nothing. Let me get a handle on you there in case something goes south again. Kilowatt Sierra 9 Oscar K7 Hotel Yankee Bubble.
Start looking at some of the ATV. I don't know what equipment I need, even just to start receiving. I was watching the stream earlier, and it was really awesome to see you guys streaming the television stuff. But where can I go to just start, just learning about this and seeing how I can even just start receiving some of the signals you guys are broadcasting out?
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I think I walked on you there. What's the handle over there, please?
Yeah, this is Matt. Kilo Sierra 9 Oscar. Same guy.
Okay, I got that. Is that Nat with an N as in Nancy Alpha Tango?
Oh yeah, sorry. Mike Alpha Tango Tango. Matt.
Okay, I got you there, Matt. Yeah, good evening. And now that we've got good solid copy on here, we can talk intelligently, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Were you at Hamfest today?
Yeah, I made it down there at about 10:30. Brought a few friends down there and hung out with some of the Puget Sound Repeater Group folks and just walked around a fair bit. But yeah, I was down there for a little bit. It was awesome to see all the interesting equipment that was there.
Yeah. Oh, I guess the next question I need to ask you is where are you located?
Yeah, I'm down here in Lake Forest Park. Not sure if you know where it is. A lot of people don't. It's only about 3 square miles, but it's just to the west of Bothell. It's sort of sandwiched between Bothell and Shoreline.
Well, I'm very familiar with that area. I worked up there on top of the hill for 17 years at the FEMA site, so I'm well familiar with your location there. Are you down in a hole or up on a hill?
Yeah, I'm pretty high up. I think I'm at the up at the top of the Lake Forest Park area. There's Sheridan Heights, and it kind of comes up about, I think I'm about a little over 300 feet above sea level, and for the most part I'm surrounded by trees and whatnot, but I'm at a pretty good elevation up here.
Okay. Well, of course, this is all line of sight, you know, using the frequencies that we're using. To give you a synopsis, a rundown on our repeater. It's located on Cougar Mountain, approximately, the antenna is approximately 1,600 feet over the sea level. Our input is on 434 megahertz analog signal, and the signal comes out at 1.253 gigahertz, and so consequently, that's kind of the way it's laid out. We have omnidirectional antenna on top of a 250-foot tower on top of Cougar Mountain, and we have a pretty good field of pretty good clear field of view from that location. And I see some of these. I'm monitoring the. Frankly, I'm monitoring the live output right now on 1.2 gigs, and I see my friend Jim down in Bellevue putting out his call sign. You might be able to see that if you're still watching the streaming. Over.
Yeah, I stepped out onto the deck out here to make sure I had some good line of sight. I'm just talking on a little 5-watt HT right now. But yeah, I was watching you guys earlier. That was pretty neat to see you guys coming through there. So apologies in advance. I'm sure I'm going to ask a lot of really stupid newbie questions here. But on the receiving side, is it as simple as putting up the right antenna, pointing it in a general relative direction, and then running it into my television, or do I need some extra equipment like, you know, to decode NTSC and stuff like that? Back to you.
Well, let me put it this way to you, Matt. There is no silly question. You know, we all started someplace, you know, and it's a constant learning curve. And if you look at the streaming, you'll see that Jim has put up a picture of what the front of his down converter looks like. The down converter takes the 1.2 gig antenna, 1.2 gig video coming from the satellite, coming from the repeater, and down converts it to channel 8. So if you had that and a TV set that was capable of channel 8, you'd have and a reasonably good antenna. You know, you can't stick up a wet noodle. I'm showing a picture of the antennas that he's got down there in Bellevue right now, and you know, something like that, or maybe a little larger, would have you'd be able to use. Are you seeing what we're talking about there?
Yeah, that is awesome. I ran back inside and grabbed my phone, so I'm out on the deck, and yeah, I see that coming through. That looks like a pretty compact antenna. I guess that's what I would expect at that frequency. So, is the down converter, is that something people generally build, or do you are there places you can source that from to buy that? How does that generally get hooked up?
Well, it just so happens that it's too bad you didn't see one. There was one of our associates, one of the fellows that belongs to our group, had to take down his equipment because he's potentially moving to California, and he was selling everything off. And he happened to have a transmitter and a down converter there today that you probably could have got at a fairly reasonable price. But the product you're seeing on the screen there is made by PC Electronics. The fellow is not in the business anymore. I guess he still supports what he made. But that particular product's not being manufactured anymore, but it's still available on the used market on eBay, or like I say, some of the local people like Ken, W1KLG, that has one of these things, and he's showing you the transmitter, I think. Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's the transmitter there, and then he has a converter that looks a lot like that too. So Is that posing any questions, or what else can I tell you?
Yeah, that definitely helps a lot, Gary. Thanks. This is KS90. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome to just try to just get set up at least to receive the signals that you have. That seems like it would be a good starting point to get a decent antenna and look at one of those down converters. So I think that gets me part way down the path there. Is there anybody that you would recommend that I can reach out to if I want to try to get some more specs on that stuff, or websites that you guys use, or anything helpful along those lines?
Yeah, James, you're so noisy there. I'm not sure you can copy it, so I'll try to fill him in the best I can here. Yeah, Matt, K7HYB, this is Gary again. And yeah, the resource you can go to is do a Google search on ham TV. And PC Electronics is a company that will pop up. And he has pages of information. Talk about antenna, down converter, some things he still sells, I think. He's out of Pasadena, California, and he's still in the business, I think, but I don't know to what degree. But a good deal of the analog products that's out there was made by him, and it's not commercial like ICOM or anything like that. Although ICOM has kind of dug into this a little bit, but not really to the direction of this guy. It's pretty much a specialty operation, and I think you'll find pages and pages of information to help you out there. So why don't you give that a try, K7HYB.
K7HYB, KS90. Thank you again for your help on this. One last question before I go off and dive into this head first. What is the community like around amateur TV? Is this I know ham radio is sort of a niche hobby in and of itself, and I'm guessing this is probably a niche within that niche. But what's the I sort of have been diving into some things like packet radio, which has, I think, seen its heyday in the past, but it's still pretty interesting. What's the amateur TV scene like around the area here and across the nation, if you know?
Well, like you said, it's a niche thing. KS90 or KS90 K7HYB for ID. Yeah, it is a niche in a niche. It does take a little different specialty. It's not what you'd call plug-and-play ham radio. You usually have to have a group of people that are willing to provide FIG. Some of the other disciplines are the same way, but I think this is a little more than that. And in the Seattle area, it's not we don't have a terribly big group here. You probably heard 2 people on tonight. That represents about 25% of our active membership in the group. So maybe 8 to 10 people is. We have a fellow that checks in from Rochester, Washington. Believe it or not, he can't get any pictures up to us, but he's working on amateur television down there. But he's working on a digital situation, which is the way we kind of like to go. That's a whole other animal again, and so consequently, we're kind of moving ahead. Just to kind of fill you in here a little bit, we're in the process of having to relocate our equipment to another building on Cougar Mountain. So we're going to be in a bit of a transition. We don't have any idea when that's going to happen right at the moment, but we do know it's probably going to happen. And in the meantime, we can try to help you out as much as we can. I think you'll find that if you get some of the basic stuff and don't have something, we'll put out a call to some people. I know there are several people in our group that have equipment for sale, and be more than happy to loan you something if you need something on a temporary basis. And the club also has some assets that we might be able to use too. So, anything else I can help you with there, Matt? KS90, K7HYB, KS90, I'm sorry. KS90, K7HYB.
K7HYB, KS90. I make the same mistake and say 90 a lot anyway, so no worries there. No, you've been very helpful, thank you. And I think from where I'm at, I have a pretty clear shot line of sight over towards Cougar Mountain. I mentioned I'm surrounded by 200-foot tall trees, so not sure how much they affect the signals at that frequency, but I've got a little bit of leeway to kind of move some stuff around, so it'd be good to try out. Yeah, thank you again. I will definitely dive into this. I've got a few friends that have been interested in this as well, so it would be cool to maybe try to get some more folks over here involved in this. One last question. Did I hear you say that you guys do this net every Sunday and Wednesday? Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. KS90, K7HYB, or KS90. Oh, God. Yeah, me doing it now. K7HYB. Yeah, we have a schedule that on this frequency from 8 to 9 on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. And feel free to jump in. I mean, we're always willing to try to help out and recruit new enthusiasts. It's not it's not really one of the more popular types of emissions, but it's an interesting emission. I mean, we have a lot of fun with it. We have a member in Port Angeles, Washington, that used to send in live signals. Well, obviously he lives in Port Angeles now, so that isn't possible. But he checks in by Skype and works with and comes in on the audio side on the Echolink for this repeater. So we have all kinds of people to participate in this part of the hobby. So and the streaming, by the way, just to let you know before I forget it, the streaming is currently set up so that it's only active between 8 and 9 on Saturdays and Wednesdays when our net is active. Otherwise, all you'll see is the test pattern on the screen when you go to the website. So, and I think I was going to make one other comment to you, but I'll think about it when you go. Back to you there, Matt. KS90, K7HYB.
K7HYB, KS90. Okay, perfect. That did give me one more question. You mentioned that the streaming is only up between those hours, but are folks generally active throughout the day or, outside of those times in broadcasting out the TV signals? Question around if I do manage to get an antenna and whatnot set up, are folks generally using that sort of emission throughout the week, or is it mainly during these times during the net?
Well, it's mainly during this time. Yeah, the bulk of the activity is during the net. I'm in a position here where I can monitor the repeater during the day when I'm in my shop, because I run a small home business out of here. So I oftentimes will monitor the repeater output from my shop here. But generally, no. There's no activity currently other than the net times, at least not that I'm aware of. So the other comment before I forget about it, if you go to Google Earth, you can do a path profile between you and Cougar Mountain on Google Earth. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I have done that before. In fact, I think I may have done that to Cougar Mountain before, or either that or Tiger Mountain, one or the other. And I think it's generally a straight shot with no topography in between. So I'm hoping I'm full of that anyhow.
Well, the proof, of course, is in the setup. And just for your information, if you want to do a site check, you can call me up. I have a mobile station here put into is all set up so I can put up my car, and I have antennas, and we can set it up right out there in your yard, and we can actually put a signal into the repeater, and we can see what's coming back and see what the quality is like. If you want to do that, that's kind of fun. I've done that a time or two with some of the other guys.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. I would love to see how that's set up. I know there's a ton of stuff to learn in this area, so it would be definitely cool to try that out sometime and maybe see if I stand a chance from my location here. Well, anyways, thank you, Gary. I appreciate all of the help. You've been super helpful on this. I'm going to run back inside. Even though it's a little warmer out tonight than normal, it's still a little chilly out here on the deck. So, again, thank you so much for your help. I will definitely look into this stuff. If I do want to reach out to you, is there an email or some other mechanism that I can get in touch with you at?
Certainly, you can email my personal email at COONG@frontier.com. Again, that's Charlie Ocean Nancy Golf @frontier.com. And send me an email, and take a look at it. Now, when you go into Google Earth, you need to compensate. Well, I mean, if you got a good clean shot without with just going to the peak, that's fine. But remember, the antenna's another 250 feet above sea level, so that's going to come into play, and that's both the receive and the transmit antenna.
Okay, perfect. Looks like I got a lot of stuff to look into now. I'll shoot you off an email, and maybe we can set something up after I've had a chance to dive in a little bit more and get a little bit more information under my belt here. So thanks again, Gary. I really appreciate you spending a couple of minutes with me, and I'll definitely be checking out the net on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So thank you again, and have a great evening. This is KS90, and I will be clear on your final.
I'm more than happy to help, Matt. KS90, K7HYB. Yeah, like I say, there's a number of ways you can go on this, and we'd be more than happy to try to help you out to get on. Whatever, like I said, I can come over with my mobile, and we can actually shoot the path from your location. We'll be on the ground, obviously, but if we can get a path on the ground, that's certainly going to get a good picture if you get the antennas up in the air. And they should be probably 20, 30 feet up in the air at least to try to clear the majority of the foliage. That's the issue that I have here. I'm pretty much in the same location you're. I've got a clean shot, but I've got about 4 layers of trees between me and the mountain. So that has a lot to do with my signal quality. And you'll see that I didn't have any color in my signal at all tonight. So, all right. Well, it's nice chatting with you. I'm usually monitoring this frequency whenever I'm in the shop, and that's most of the times during the day, and a lot of times in the evening. I've usually always have it on 14608. And if you have any questions, we'll jump in and say hello. Good evening to you, Matt, in the 73s. KS70, K7, or KS90, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, monitoring frequency.
Thanks, Gary, and good evening. This is KS90.
Still there. AMTV.com, HAMTV.com. Wealth of information on cam logs, type of work.
Yeah, Jim, are you in a handheld? WW7N K7HY, doing handheld.
Well, obviously it's really pretty bad, yeah. I don't know if things gone wrong.
Yeah. You're so close to the repeater, you should be able to spit to it. I don't know exactly what's going on there. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you this bad, to be quite honest with you. Well, maybe I did for a while. I don't think it's all the environment there in your shack that's causing the problems. But anyway, best of luck. Is there anything else I can do for you tonight?
What I was trying to tell him about MTV.com. He's like an analog site for analog television.
Oh, I didn't get hardly any of that. There's so much noise, and part of that could be in my ears too. They're not as good as they used to be. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight to you there, Jim, and go into the monitor mode. I'll be looking on both the video and the audio side. Take care. WW7ATS, K7HYB.
Good night, Gary. WW7ATS.
I can actually understand you that. Okay, take care, Guy, and we'll see you when the opportunity presents itself. K7HYB.